Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Do it before the end of October. Huge shifts are coming up and I have a special message for you. You're entering a new chapter of your life where everything is starting to work in your favor. As we are ending the month of October and transitioning into the month of November, that is actually a really powerful month. Firstly, we are in the season of a Scorpio, right? And Scorpio is that transformative sign. And then we have the 1st of November, 111, and this phase between the 1st of November until 11th of November. This is the most transformative phase of the month and a truly powerful beginning, because if we become aware of few things that we'll be talking today about, you will enter into a new chapter of your life with greater ease, greater flow, and greater trust that everything is actually working in your favor. So make sure to listen to your own intuition during this phase rather than just external voices, and trust that what you feel is right. Not that what you feel is a fact, but what you feel is right. If you're in tune with that intuitive guidance, it is always navigating you into a certain direction. And you can't truly know where it is guiding you until you start following it and you actually ask yourself, what feels right now? What should I focus on more? Should I build a certain discipline in my life? Should I structure my mind a little bit? What should I truly focus on? Right? And when we start asking ourselves those kind of questions, we start getting answers that can help us to navigate ourselves. So make sure to listen to your own intuition during this phase, because you never know where can you land, you know? You never know how many great things can happen, but you're always guided and protected. And that is an important reminder here. Because often when our analytical mind comes in, it starts judging or analyzing the situation like, well, maybe what I feel is not right, or maybe I'm not capable of doing that. You know, the thing is that no analytical mind can comprehend the depth of the soul from which the feeling is guiding you. And you are the most powerful when you are the most you. So, you know, when we start letting go of certain labels and ideas we've adopted from society, and we start in tuning more with who we truly are, we recognize that this is our power. This is the power of authenticity. You actually tap into your authentic self when you let go of those ideas of who you've been told that you are. And I want to remind you here to release the fear of not trusting your intuition, because there's a huge power in it. You know, what I've learned in my life is that when I've started listening more of myself, I've noticed that I want to do completely other things than that I was doing before. And when I actually started doing more of what I feel that I need to do on that intuitive level, my life started aligning. I've started meeting the right people that helped me to get to where I wanted to be. And it's so interesting. It's always so interesting how that guidance works. And it actually doesn't matter how you call it. It can be intuition, it can be your gut, it can be your higher sense or spiritual sense or universe speaking to you, whatever. Another thing that I want to mention here is the lack of clarity over your why you're doing something or why you're not doing something. This is so important, because when we envision ourselves, you know, when we have that clear intention and vision for the future, we need to know why we want that. Because if we don't understand our why, we may follow something that may not at the end bring us that sense of fulfillment. Because often we may be influenced by the society, by the environment to do certain things, but not necessarily those things will bring us what we actually want to experience. Because more than anything material, what truly matters is the energy behind it, right? Who cares about money if you're depressed? Who cares about that great car if you're miserable? So understanding the why we are doing that, why we are not doing it. For example, like you feel that dream that you have, like you want to start doing that project, but you are not really clear on why you haven't started yet. You may say, well, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough discipline, or you don't have enough of money, but those are not real whys. The real whys usually are that you just haven't scheduled your time to do that. You haven't set your priorities right. You haven't raised your standards right. And that's something we truly need to understand, because if we want to transform our lives, we need to take care of how we are investing our energy. And if we don't change the way we invest our energy, how we invest our focus, what we do, we will not change anything. We will not actually transform what we want to transform into something new. So that's why people most often receive similar and similar and similar results, because they don't understand why they're doing something and why they're not doing what they want to do. And as I mentioned, the phase between the 1st of November till 11th of November, this is the phase of huge shifts, huge transformations. And the most intuitive way that I could explain it is that the alignment of energy is much more coherent. And most people may already feel that something is different right now. Like we feel that we need to make certain important, necessary changes in our lives. And when we're talking about changes, it doesn't mean that like there's something wrong with you, that you should change yourself. It just means that it's time to update certain aspects of us, like a mindset or emotional awareness, or building certain routines, or maybe letting go of certain routines. As we're, everything is changing. And as we're moving with the changes, it means that maybe certain things that were fitting into our lives just don't fit in anymore. Like some things just don't have space in our new life anymore. And it's completely okay. That's why we need to stay aware and to recognize, okay, what I need to upgrade right now, or what I need to update right now. Same as we are updating phones, we need to update ourselves as well. So it's important to open up to new perspectives and step outside of the box. So what it means, most of our lives we're living in certain boxes. Like we think life is the way it is. Whatever we believe, we take it as a truth. But at one point we decide, well, I want to step outside of that box. I want to step outside of these limited beliefs. And I want to see if there's another way to live my life. What if I let go of those beliefs? What will happen? What if I let go of those worries? What will happen? What if I actually start trusting my heart? What will happen? And see where my life will be leading me. So open up to new perspectives. The way you see yourself right now can change. In the future, you may see yourself in a greater way. Maybe right now you see yourself as a limited being. Like maybe you feel that you feel really not so talented, or you feel like you are not enough, or you're not worthy. But in the future, your perspective of yourself may change, and you will notice what makes you unique. You know, what are your natural gifts and talents, and where you're truly good at. And more we dig deeper into this understandings and that kind of an awareness, more we recognize what truly makes us unique, what truly makes us special. Because we are all special, we are all unique, but in unique different ways. So we need to stop comparing ourselves with others, but rather with us yesterday. You know, when you start comparing yourself with yourself, like who you were before, you will notice how much you're growing and evolving, and that's all you need to do. When people compare themselves with others, they always find reasons why they're not enough. And that's why it's so important to open up to a new perspective about you, about life. Maybe your life is perfectly aligning, but because you're living in a certain box, you think that you're always a victim of those events. What if life is teaching you right now so important lessons that as soon as you will be able to see them, learn from them, your life will transform so much that it will be hard for you to believe. And how to do that? Like how to recognize lessons? Well, if we just ask ourselves, what do I need to know right now? What do I need to learn right now? Why these events are consistently repeating in my life? Is there a new approach I need to embody? Like how you're reacting to events and situations. Is that out of anger or out of awareness and understanding and maybe love and compassion? Is there too much anger present in your life and you need to channel it in a new ways? You know, when there's too much anger, for example, present, we usually channel it in relationships, which is not beautiful because we just give our anger to somebody else, and that person will be filled with anger and will need to give it to somebody else. And we're, you know, making that chain reaction of anger. But that's why we have so many different ways to shake off the anger, like animals do. They just shake it off, and we can do a workout, we can go into the nature and shake off the anger. There's nothing wrong with anger. Anger often can be used as motivation to make positive changes. But we need to do it on ourselves, not on others. We need to learn to shake it off. So whatever it is, it's time for you to let go of it. And as we are moving into that new chapter, new phase, new month, so many new beginnings, it's time to recognize what you don't want to bring into the future. So be aware of that. Then another reminder here is to get clear over your future you. Who is your future you? Are you clear on who you're about to become, who you're becoming? Like, what's that version of yourself in the future looks like? How your future you thinks like? How your future you feels like? The energy behind it, right? How do you feel? Because when you're in tune into the emotional energy of your future you start attracting the events into your life that will help you to become it. Right? So what it means, when you take time in a day to clarify through deep introspection who you are meant to become. And when I say who you are meant to become, I mean what's the greatest possible expression of you. When you get clarity over it, you will notice that there is a path leading you to there. But more importantly, there's an energy behind it. Like, you feel that future version of you. You feel more aligned version of you. More compassionate, more loving, more passionate version of you. You feel it. And when you ask yourself, how would I feel if I would already be it? You tap into the energy of it. And every time you tap into the energy of it, if you make a daily practice out of it, it's like your future you will start sending you signals and guidance, what you need to do to get there. And synchronicities will start happening. You will start seeing results, manifestations that are leading you to it. And challenges will appear, roadblocks will appear. Because of these challenges, we grow. And because of the growth, we become who we are meant to become. So don't be afraid of the challenges and the roadblocks. Use them as tests from the universe. Like the universe is testing you. Are you ready to become who you are meant to be? Are you strong enough to do it? Are you willing and precise enough on what you need to do? And have that great clarity over what you need to do to become who you're meant to be, my friend. So this is something truly, truly important. And all that Scorpio season is here to support that great transformation. And my friends, this is it for now. So I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. I hope you've enjoyed in today's message and today's painting. And to everyone who needs some daily reminders, go and check out my Instagram page, AttractPassion, where I'm sharing daily messages, and my other Instagram page, I Draw My Passion, where you can find my art gallery. See you there, my friends. To everyone who would love to work one-on-one with me to transform your life, go and check out the link in the description where you can schedule a calling, video calling, and we'll meet you there. My friends, till next time, one love.